Hello everyone, welcome to lecture 2 of interim financial reporting. Just to revise with, recapitulate with, in the last lecture we studied two approaches. One was discrete approach and the other was integral approach. Today we will solve all the questions based on discrete approach. What was discrete approach? All of you try to recollect it. We studied that each and every quarter, discrete means independent. Each and every quarter is independent from other quarters. Whereas in integral approach we studied that each and every quarter is a part of full year. So we concluded that only for income tax, we follow integral approach where we apply weighted average annual effective tax rate. For all other incomes and expenses, we follow discrete approach. Discrete means each and every quarter is independent of other quarters. We have to take them separately, and whatever is the income or expense incurred in a particular quarter should be taken into consideration in that quarter only. So today we will take up with 4 questions. Question 2, 8, 9 and 10 of your college examples. Question 2 I will explain you, 8 I will explain you, 9 and 10 all of you will try on your own. Because until and unless you try this concept on your own, you will not be confident with the things. And things are quite simple. Discrete approach means if any income is earned in quarter 2, it will be taken in quarter 2 only, even if its benefit is derived in quarter 3 and 4 also. If any expense is incurred in quarter 1, it should be taken in quarter 1 only, even if its expense benefit is derived in further quarters 2, 3 and 4 then also. So let us understand it with the help of question 2 and 8, these concepts of discrete approach, and then you all try 9 and 10 on your own. Be attentive. Add Softex India Limited has rupees 95,000 of net income for the quarter ended on 31st December 2009. Which quarter will end on 31st December 2009 in the financial year? Third quarter. First quarter is April, May, June. Second is July, August, September. Third is October, November, December. So this is quarter 3. Okay. 95,000. Okay, this 95,000 is the net income of which quarter? Quarter 3. Now they say it includes the following items. Means this 95,000 is calculated after considering following items. Rupees 60,000 of extraordinary gain received on July 30, 2009. July means which quarter? April, May, June is first quarter. July, August, September is second quarter. So quarter 2. Okay. July means quarter 2. 60,000 of extraordinary gain was received in quarter 2. Okay, July means it was received in quarter 2. But what was that? It was allocated equally to the second, third and fourth quarters of financial year 2009 and 10. Means, what was the mistake done? Instead of taking it in only quarter 2, as per discrete approach, we should take it in only quarter 2. But what the company has done, company has followed integral approach. Because the benefit of this gain is going to be received full year. So company, what they have done, this 60,000 they have allocated equally in quarters 2nd, 3rd and 4th. 2nd, 3rd and 4th means 3 quarters. So 60,000 divided by 3. Company has taken 20,000 in quarter 2, 20,000 in quarter 3, 20,000 in quarter 4. Okay. 60,000 divided by 3. Company has taken 20,000 in quarter 2, 20,000 in quarter 3 and 20,000 in quarter 4. This is what company has done. Okay, as per the discrete approach, entire 60,000 should be taken only in quarter 2 because it was received in quarter 2. But company has taken 20,000 in quarter 2, 20,000 in quarter 3, 20,000 in quarter 4. We'll be making one working so that the complete picture becomes clear, and then we will discuss what is supposed to be done. But this is, right now we are just understanding what has been done by the company. 16,000 cumulative effect loss. Now this is a loss, that was gain and this is a loss. Okay, first it was gain and now it is a loss. Resulting from change in method of inventory valuation method was recognized on 2nd November 2009. Recognized on 2nd November 2009 2nd November again means October, November and December is which quarter? Third quarter. April, May, June, July, August, September. October, November and December means it is quarter 3. Out of this, loss of 10,000 relates to the previous quarters. Previous quarters means this is in quarter 3, so it relates to previous quarters, means it relates to quarter 1 and 2. Okay, previous quarters means it relates to quarters 1 and 2. So, recognize means company has actually taken in quarter 3, whereas 10,000 relates to quarter 1 and 2. So, what is to be done, we will see in detail. Calculate the profit as per AS 25 for the quarter ended 31st December 2009 of Add Softex Limited. Means we have to calculate the profit for which quarter? Quarter 3. December we discuss over here is quarter 3. Now, understand it everyone. For all the questions, we will be making one workings. What workings? Quarter 1, that is April, May and June. Quarter 2, that is July, August and September. Quarter 3, that is October, November and December. And quarter 4, that is January, February and March. We will be making these workings. What workings we will be making? For every adjustment. For every adjustment, we will find out what should be done and what is done. For every adjustment, okay, there are two adjustments over here. For every adjustment, we will find out what should be done. Okay, what should be done, we'll find out. And what is done, we will find out. And then we will see how to do the rectification. Okay, for every adjustment, we have to do this. What? First, we'll find out what should be done. Then we will find out what is done. And then we will find out how we are supposed to rectify. Okay, these workings you all will make for every question. So, overall position will become very clear in your mind. Any quarter asked, like here quarter 3 is asked, if you make these workings, any quarter asked to you will be able to do it. Even if they ask you quarter 2, even if they ask you quarter 4, any quarter's income they ask, you will be able to do it if you make these workings in every question. Let us look at the things once again. 60,000 extraordinary gain. So here write down gain. Now 60,000 extraordinary gain received in quarter 2. Now tell me if 60,000 is received in quarter 2, what should be done? I repeat, if 60,000 is taken or received, the money of extraordinary gain is received in quarter 2. As per discrete approach, what should be done? We discussed any amount received in any quarter should be taken as income of that quarter only. Any expense incurred in a particular quarter should be taken as expense of that quarter only. So if 60,000 is received in quarter 2, then 60,000 should be taken as income in quarter 2 only. This should be done. Now what is actually done? It was allocated equally to quarter 2nd, 3rd and 4th of the financial years 9, 10, 10. Means what is actually done? We have taken 20,000 in quarter 2, 20,000 in quarter 3 and 20,000 in quarter. This is the mistake what we have done. Now how will you do the rectification? As per the discrete approach, 60,000 is received in quarter 2, so it should be taken in quarter 2 only. But we have allocated equally in quarter 2, 3 and 4, means we have taken 20,000 in quarter 2, 20,000 in quarter 3, 20,000 in quarter 4. Now how will you rectify? Quarter 1 no effect. Now in quarter 2 you should be taking income of 60,000, but you have taken only 20,000. So can I say 40,000 further we will add in the profits of quarter 2? I repeat, 60,000 of gain means income should be taken in quarter 2, should be taken in quarter 2. 20,000 is taken in quarter 2. Against 60 we have taken only 20. So how will you do the rectification? Further we will have to add 40,000 in the profits. It's a gain. So further we will have to add 40,000 in the profits of quarter 2 to do the rectification. Now quarter 3. No amount should be taken in quarter 3. As per the discrete approach, entire 60 should be taken only in quarter 2. No amount should be taken in quarter 3. But still we have taken income of 20,000 in quarter 3. So what will we do to rectify that? We will minus 20,000 in the profits of quarter 3. Same way, no income should be taken in quarter 4. but still we have taken income of 20,000 in quarter 4. So what will we do to rectify the profits of quarter 4? We will minus 20,000 from the profits of quarter 4. Okay, so how will you do the rectification of first quarter? Entire 60,000 of gain should have been taken in quarter 2. But we have taken 20,000, 20,000, 20,000 in quarter 2, 3 and 4. So to rectify that, again 60 we have taken only 20,000 in quarter 2, means further we will add 40,000 in the profits of quarter 2. No amount should have been taken in quarter 3 and 4, but still we have taken income of 20,000 in those quarters. So from the profits of quarter 3 and 4, we have to minus 20,000 each. I hope everyone is clear with this portion. Now, rupees 16,000 cumulative effect loss. Here, all of it are done in bracket. This is a loss. So, resulting from change in method of inventory valuation method. Now, was recognized on 2nd November means it is done. Was recognized means what is actually done is given to you. We have taken the 16,000 of loss in quarter 3. We have is done. We have taken loss means we will minus it. Means we have subtracted 16,000 of loss in quarter 3. We have taken 16,000 of loss means minus. We have taken 16,000 of loss in quarter 3. But what should have been done? Out of this, okay, this why I am saying this is done, because they say it was recognized. Recognized means recorded. Recognized means recorded. We have actually recorded 16,000 of loss in quarter 3. This is what is actually done. 16,000 of loss has been taken in quarter 3. Now, out of this, loss of 10,000 relates to previous quarters, means in quarter 1 and 2, we should have taken the loss of 10,000. Actually taken. Okay, this is what should have been done. In quarter 1 and 2, we should have, this should have been done. Okay, in quarter 1 and 2, we should have taken the loss of 10,000. But what is actually done? We have taken 16,000 in quarter 3, entire 16,000 in quarter 3. Out of 16,000, 10,000 relates to previous quarters, means 10,000 of loss should have been taken in quarter 1 and 2. And only 6,000 of loss should have been taken in quarter 3. Out of 16,000, 10,000 relates to quarter 1 and 2. So 10,000 of loss should have been taken in quarter 1 and 2. And only 6,000 should have been taken in quarter 3. But we have actually recorded the entire 16,000 in quarter 3. So how will we do the rectification now? In quarter 1 and 2, as per the discrete approach, we will record 10,000 of loss. Which quarter it is not mentioned specifically. So in general, I am saying in quarter 1 and 2, we should have subtracted 10,000. We have not subtracted 10,000. We have given no effect in quarter 1 and 2. So 10,000 we will minus from the profit, because it's a loss. We will minus from the profits of quarter 1 and 2. Now, quarter 3, we should have taken only 6,000 of loss, but we have taken 16,000 of loss. We have taken more loss. So now if you rectify 10,000, you will add in the profits of quarter 3. Understand it once again. We should have taken only 6,000 of loss in quarter 3. But we have actually taken 16,000 of loss in quarter 3. Means quarter 3's profits we have decreased more by 10,000. To rectify it now, we will add back 10,000 in the profits of quarter 3. And no effect will be given in quarter 4. Okay, I repeat it one more time. Understand it properly. 16,000 of loss has been taken in quarter 3. Whereas 10,000 relates to previous quarters, means 10,000 should have been taken in quarter 1 and 2, and 6,000 should only have been taken in quarter 3. Now, how will you rectify this? 10,000 should have been taken in quarter 1 and 2. No amount is taken in quarter 1 and 2. So, if we take that, the profits of quarter 1 and 2 will decrease by 10,000. This is cumulative. Total 1 and 2 profits will decrease by 10,000. Only 6,000 of loss should have been taken in quarter 3, but 16,000 of loss has been taken in quarter 3. Only 6,000 should have been taken, but 16 has been taken. So now if you rectify that, then 10,000 of profits will increase. Again 16, only 6 should have been taken. 10,000 more loss is taken. If you take out that loss of 10,000, profit of quarter 3 will increase by 10,000. Now you are asked, calculate the profit of AS25 for the quarter ended 31st December 2009, means quarter ended 3. This quarter is what is asked. Means what are we supposed to do in this quarter, quarter 3? 20,000 we have to minus from this 95,000 of quarter 3, and 10,000 we have to add in the profits of quarter 3. Now why we are making this workings for all the quarters? Suppose same question was asked for quarter 2, then also you would have been able to answer. That in quarter 2 40,000 would have been added and some part of 10,000 would have been subtracted. Then they will give you also how much relates to previous quarter 1 and quarter 2 out of 10,000. Okay, so I am making you do the working in such a manner that they ask you profits for any quarter, you will be able to. If they ask you for quarter 4, then you would have simply subtracted 20,000 and no effect you would have given of adjustment to, because it does not affect quarter 4. So any quarter they ask, you'll be able to do. Here quarter 3 is asked. So in 95,000, we will minus 20,000 and add 10,000 in quarter 3. Now, this is our workings. Okay, this is our workings. Explanation is to be given. So main solution will be going in this manner. Okay, this is just a working. In your exams, what you are supposed to write is, for adjustment 1 you will write. You have to theoretically explain. So you will write that extraordinary gain, okay, extra as per AS25, we will mention at the top itself, we can mention as per AS25, and we are following which approach? Discrete approach. As per AS25 discrete approach, what we should have done is understand it. Adjustment 1, extraordinary gain of rupees. What should have been done? We have to explain this now. In quarter 3, extraordinary gain of rupees 60,000 should have been taken in quarter 2. As per discrete approach, extraordinary gain of 60,000 should have been taken in quarter 2. You have to explain this. Okay, this is the main part of your solution. Theoretically, you have to explain what you are supposed to do, what you have done, and how you rectify. Now, what we have done, 20,000 we have taken in quarter 2, 3 and 4. Okay, as per discrete approach, extraordinary gain of 60,000 should have been taken in quarter 2. But rupees 20,000 has been taken in each quarter 2, 3 and 4. Okay, now what will we do to rectify? We are supposed to do rectification of only quarter 3. In quarter 3, we are supposed to minus 20,000. What are we supposed to do in quarter 3? Quarter 3, we are supposed to minus 20,000. Therefore, in quarter 3, rupees 20,000 will be deducted from profits. Okay, you have to see which quarter is asked. If same adjustment was asked from quarter 2 point of view, then you would have said 40,000 would be added in profits. Here 20,000 will be deducted from profits. So to theoretically explain what are you supposed to do, you have to theoretically explain. Now second, adjustment, cumulative effect loss. Okay, so you'll write as per discrete approach what should have been done. Cumulative effect loss. Whatever workings we have done, you have to explain. So cumulative effect loss of rupees, what we should have done, 10,000 we should have taken in quarter 1 and 2. Of rupees 10,000 should have been taken in quarter 1 and 2. Which amount in which quarter we don't know, because it is just mentioned related to previous quarters. Okay, you have to explain this workings. 10,000 should have been taken in quarter 1 and 2 and rupees 6,000 in quarter 3. Okay, as we have seen, 6,000 should have been taken in quarter 3. But entire rupees 16,000 has been taken in quarter 3. So what will we do to rectify? 10,000 we will add in quarter 3. Therefore, rupees 10,000 will be added in quarter 3. Since we are asked in the question for quarter 3, we have to mention the effect what we are supposed to give in quarter 3. Therefore, correct profits for quarter 3. Therefore, correct profits for quarter 3 is equal to, now 95,000 is already given to you. In 95,000, what are we going to do? In 95,000, we are going to minus 20,000 and we are going to plus 10,000. So what would be the correct profits reported for quarter 3? 95,000 minus 20,000 plus 10,000, 85,000. This would be the correct profits reported for quarter. Okay, one more question, 8 I will explain you, and then 9 and 10 all of you try completely on your own. Look at question number 9, 8, be attentive. Okay, 8, one more I will explain you, then 9 and 10 all of you will try completely on your own as per discrete approach. THDC Limited shows the net profit of rupees 5,40,000 is clearly given for quarter 3 after incorporating the following. So 5,40,000 is the profit for which quarter? Quarter 3. Bad debts of rupees 30,000 incurred during the quarter. During the quarter means which quarter? Quarter 3, since they are talking about quarter 3. So incurred during the quarter means they are talking about which quarter? Quarter 3. Bad debts of 30,000 is incurred in quarter 3. 50% of the bad debts have been deferred to the next quarter, means 50% has been taken in quarter 4. What they have done? We should have, as per the discrete approach, 30,000 of bad debts is incurred in quarter 3. So we should have taken 30,000 in quarter 3 only. But 50% is deferred, means taken to the next quarter, means what we have actually done, 15,000 we have taken in quarter 3, 15,000 we have taken in quarter 4. 50% means 15,000. 15,000 has been deferred, means taken in next quarter 4, means what we have actually done, 15,000 we have taken in quarter 3, 15,000 we have taken in quarter 4. When we make the workings, you'll understand how we are supposed to do the rectification. Now, this was bad debts means loss, okay? Now again, extraordinary loss. Loss of 28,000 incurred during the quarter. During the quarter means we are talking about quarter 3. Has been fully recognized means recorded. Actually. Earlier also I made you write this. Recognized means actually. What is that? Okay? Recognized means what is actually done. Recognized means what is actually done. In this quarter only, means they have taken quarter 3 only. Entire 28,000 they have taken in quarter 3. We should have taken in quarter 3 and they have taken it also in quarter 3. Additional depreciation, that is again a loss of 36,000 resulting from the change of method of depreciation. Now what is done is not mentioned, so we assume additional depreciation of 36,000 resulting from the change in method of depreciation. There should be some information given, so write down. Resulting from the change in method of depreciation in quarter 3. Rather, depreciation we always take at the end of the year only. So write in quarter 3 has been taken equally in quarter 3 and 4. So additional depreciation of 36,000 resulting from the change in method of depreciation in quarter 3 means we should have taken in quarter 3 only, but it is taken equally in quarter 3 and 4, means we have taken 18,000 in quarter 3 and 18,000 in quarter 4. Do you agree with the treatment adopted by the company? If not, find out the correct quarterly income as per AS 25. So again, we'll make that workings. All of it on quarter 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay. All of it on quarter 1, 2, 3 and 4. And as I said, for every adjustment, what working is required, what should be done, okay, what should be done, what is done, and then rectification. For all the 3 adjustments we require this, okay. What should be done, what is done, and then rectification. And even for third adjustment, what should be done, what is done, and rectification. Now let us see. First one is bad debts. Okay, let us see that. First one is bad debts. Bad debts of 30,000 is incurred in quarter 3. So entire 30,000 should be, bad debts means it should be deducted from the profits of quarter 3. But 50% have been deferred to next quarter, means what is actually done? 15,000 is taken in quarter 3 and 15,000 is taken in quarter 4. So how will we do the rectification? No effect of rectification in quarter 1, no effect in quarter 2. Now 30,000 we should have deducted in quarter 3, but 15,000 only is deducted in profits of quarter 4. Means further we will minus 15,000 from the profits of quarter 3. 30,000 of bad debts should have been deducted in quarter 3, but only 15,000 is deducted in quarter 3. So further we will minus 15,000 of the bad debts from quarter 3. In quarter 4, no amount should have been deducted, but still 15,000 is deducted, so we will plus 15,000 in the profits of quarter 4. In quarter 4, no amount of bad debts should have been taken, but 15,000 is taken, so profits have got decreased by 15,000. If you remove that, we will have to add back 15,000 to rectify the profits of quarter 4. Now, look at second adjustment. It's an extraordinary loss. 28,000 is incurred during the third quarter. So 28,000 of loss we should have deducted in quarter 3. Okay. And has been fully recognized in quarter 3, means it is actually also taken in quarter 3. 28,000 should have been taken in quarter 3. It is actually also taken in quarter 3. So no rectification is required. The effects are correct only. None of the quarter any rectification is required, because 28,000 of losses incurred in quarter 3, it should have been taken in quarter 3. It is recognized, means actually also recorded in quarter 3, so no rectification is required. Third one, additional depreciation of 36,000 resulting from the change in method of depreciation in quarter 3. Now this is again depreciation, loss, expense. 36,000 is resulting in quarter 3, means we should have subtracted in quarter 3. But we have taken equally in quarter 3 and 4, just like bad debts, means we have taken 18,000 in quarter 3 and 18,000 in quarter 4. So how will we do the rectification? No effects in quarter 1 and 2. Now, in quarter 3, 36,000 we should have deducted from profits. Only 18,000 is deducted from profits. So further we will minus 18,000 from the profits of quarter 3. In quarter 4, no amount should have been deducted. Still 18,000 has been deducted. So we will add back 18,000 in the profits of quarter 4. This is the rectification we are supposed to do. Now you are asked for which quarter. They say, do you agree with the treatment adopted by the company? No. If not, then find out the correct quarterly income for which quarter. They are talking about quarter 3. Correct quarterly income, but they are talking about which quarter? Quarter means again in this question, they have asked you, what are we supposed to do for quarter 3? What are we supposed to do for quarter 3? 15,000 we have to minus, here no effect, and 18,000 further we have to minus. Okay. So we will write down our solution. Okay. Theoretically we have to explain this one. So what will be our solution theoretically if we explain right down? This was only the workings, now the main solution will come. So write down. As per AS25, the common language, okay? As per AS25 discrete approach. As per AS25 discrete approach, okay? As per AS25 discrete approach, first, what we will do in the first one, bad debts of 30,000 should have been taken in quarter 3. We have to explain that. The workings are to be explained. Bad debts of rupees 30,000 should have been taken in quarter 3. Bad debts of rupees 30,000 should have been taken in quarter 3. But what is done? 15,000 has been taken in quarter 3 and 15,000 has been taken in quarter 4. But rupees 15,000 has been taken in each quarter 3 and 4. Okay, we have to explain the entire working. Now what will we do to rectify? 15,000, we are concerned with only quarter 3 in this question. So in quarter 3 we have to subtract 15,000 from that. Therefore in quarter 3, we are asked only for quarter 3, right? So therefore in quarter 3, rupees 15,000 will be further deducted from the profits. Will be further deducted from the profits. Now adjustment 2. Okay, second information. How we are supposed to deal with that, let us see. In second adjustment, loss of 28,000 should have been taken in quarter 3. As per the displayed approach, extraordinary loss it is, right? Yeah, extraordinary loss. So you write down extraordinary loss of rupees 28,000 should have been taken in quarter 3. Okay, we will explain the entire working. And we have also taken in quarter 3. Also, rupees 28,000 has been taken in quarter 3 only. Has been taken in quarter 3 itself. Therefore, in quarter 3, no rectification is required, or you say no effect has to be given or is to be given. Therefore, in quarter 3, no effect is to be given. Nothing is to be added, nothing is to be subtracted because correct effect only has been given. Now, third adjustment, depreciation of rupees 36,000. Depreciation of rupees 36,000 should have been taken in quarter 3. Should have been taken in quarter 3. But rupees 18,000 has been taken in each quarter 3 and 4. Therefore, in quarter 3, what will we do? In quarter 3, therefore, in quarter 3, what will we do? 18,000 we will further deduct. Therefore, in quarter 3, rupees 18,000 will be further deducted from profits. Okay, further it will be deducted from profits. Therefore, correct profits of quarter 3 is equal to, therefore, correct profits of quarter 3 is equal to, now see what are the profits already given to you in the question, 5,40,000. So 5,40,000, and what all will we do in that? We will minus 15,000 and further minus 18,000. Second adjustment has no effect. So minus 15,000 minus 18,000 means 33,000. If we subtract, 5,07,000 will be the correct profits of quarter. Now all of you try question 9 and 10 entirely on your own. Pause the video and try it on your own, and then I will explain the effects and you see whether you have done it correct or not. Try with this entire solution and try with this entire theoretical part also. Completely try it. Okay. Pause the video and try the things. I hope you all have done with that. Now understand it. I am explaining the workings and you verify whether your answers are right or not. ABC Limited reported a profit before tax of rupees 4 lakhs for the third quarter ending on 30th September 2014. Maybe they are following calendar year. Okay, calendar year means January to December. In January to December, 30th September 2014 will become the third quarter. On inquiry, you observe the following. Give the treatment required under AS 25. Dividend income of rupees 4 lakhs received during the quarter. During the quarter means quarter 3. Okay, during the quarter means quarter 3. Has been recognized means what is actually done. Whenever a recognized word comes means it is actually recorded to the extent of 1 lakh only. Means in quarter 3 we have recorded 1 lakh only. Okay, means remaining we would have taken next quarter. Okay. 80% of sales promotion expenses. 80% of sales promotion expenses rupees 15 lakhs. So 15 lakhs, 80%, 12 lakhs. Incurred in quarter 3 has been deferred to the fourth quarter as the sales in last quarter is high. Now what is 80% of 15 lakhs? 12 lakhs. So 12 lakhs has been taken. 12 lakhs has been taken in fourth quarter as the sales in last quarter is very high. In the third quarter, that is quarter 3, the company charged, it should be charged, depreciation, okay, change only is correct, changed depreciation method from WDV to SLM, which resulted in excess depreciation of 12 lakhs. In quarter 3, excess depreciation of 12 lakhs. The entire amount has been debited, means subtracted in the third quarter, though entire amount has been taken in the third quarter means this is actually done. Okay, has been taken in third quarter means this is actually done. Okay. Though the share of third quarter is only 3 lakhs, means what should have been done is only 3 lakhs should have been taken in third quarter. Now all of you check your workings. Quarter 1, 2, 3, 4. Verify whether you have done it correct or not. Okay. Dividend income of 4 lakhs received during quarter 3. So what should have been done? Because it is received in quarter 3, 4 lakhs should be taken in quarter 3 only. Okay. But what is actually done? It is recognized to the extent of 1 lakh only. Means what is actually done? It's an income. Okay. It is an income. Dividend is an income. What is done? Only 1 lakh is taken in quarter 3. Means remaining 3 lakhs has been taken in quarter 4. So how will you do the rectification? First and 2 quarter no effect. 4 lakh of income should have been taken. 1 lakh is taken. So further 3 lakhs we will add in the profits of third quarter. In quarter 4 no amount should have been taken. 3 lakhs has been taken. So we will minus 3 lakhs in the profit of quarter 4. This is for adjustment 1. Now adjustment 2. What should have been done? It is sales promotion expense. It is an expense. Sales promotion expense 15 lakhs is incurred in quarter 3. So as per discrete approach, entire 15 lakhs we should minus in quarter 3 only. But 12 lakhs has been deferred to the fourth quarter. Means only 3 lakhs is taken in quarter 3. Only 3 lakhs is taken in quarter 3 and 12 lakhs has been deferred to quarter 4. This is actually done. So how will you do the rectification? First and second quarter no effect. 15 lakhs should have been deducted. 3 lakhs is deducted. So further 12 lakhs will be deducted from the profits of quarter 3. No amount should have been deducted. 12 lakhs is deducted. So 12 lakhs will be added in the profits of quarter 4. Now we are supposed to find the profits of third quarter. So this is what we are supposed to do. Means all of you should have written this theoretical language on your own. What language? As we have done in this solution. You would have to write. I am dictating and all of you verify whether you have written that theoretically or not. As per AS25 discrete approach, okay, dividend income of rupees 4 lakhs should have been taken in quarter 3. But rupees 1 lakh is taken in quarter 3 and 3 lakhs is taken in quarter 4. Now we are supposed to give the effects for quarter 3. Therefore in quarter 3, 3 lakhs will be added in the profits. This you should have written theoretically. Then sales promotion expense of rupees 15 lakhs should have been taken in quarter 3. But 3 lakhs is taken in quarter 3 and 12 lakhs is taken in quarter 4. Therefore, in quarter 3, rupees 12 lakhs will be further deducted from the profits. And so, what would be the correct profits of quarter 3? All of you check your answers. Correct profits of quarter 3 would be equal to, you are already given the profit of 4 lakhs. In 4 lakhs, we will plus 3 lakhs and we will minus 12 lakhs. 4 plus 3, 7. 7 minus 12, minus 5. So minus 5 lakhs. Minus 5 lakhs means it would be a loss of 5 lakhs in quarter 3. Now all of you check your answers for question number 10. Be attentive. Simultaneously only I am making the working so that you understand the things simultaneously and time is not consumed. All of you must have already solved it. So directly I am doing it on this. I am discussing and doing it simultaneously. Saurabh Limited reported a profit before tax of rupees 8 lakhs for the second quarter, ending on 30th September 2015. Now this is financial year only. On inquiry following issue were noticed. The property tax of rupees 60,000 paid during the quarter. Paid during the quarter means which quarter? Second quarter. So first one, what should be done? Since you have paid 60,000 in second quarter, entire 60,000 of tax should be deducted from the second quarter. It's an expense. Okay, entire 60,000 should be deducted in second quarter. But has been recognized in full. What is actually done? Has been recognized. Recognize, what did I tell you? Wherever the word recognize comes means is actually done. So what we have actually done is also same only. What is done has been recognized in full means we have also taken entire 60,000 in quarter 2 only. So no rectification is required. Okay. Now look at second adjustment. 50% of loss of 2 lakhs. Loss again, okay. 2 lakhs incurred on disposal of business segment has been allocated to this quarter. 50% of loss of 2 lakhs incurred on disposal of business segment has been allocated to this quarter. Means 2 lakhs of loss is incurred in this quarter. So it should be taken entirely in this quarter. 2 lakhs of loss is incurred in this quarter. It should be taken entirely in this quarter. But what is actually done? Only 50% has been taken in this quarter. Means 1 lakh is taken in this quarter and maybe 1 lakh is taken in further quarters. So how will we do the rectification? No rectification in quarter 1. 2 lakhs should have been deducted. 1 lakh is only deducted. So further we will minus 1 lakh from the profits of quarter 2. And in quarter 3 and 4, 1 lakh is deducted. Should not have been deducted. So 1 lakh we will add in the profits of quarter 3 and 4. Third one. Cumulative loss, again it's a loss, of 3 lakhs resulting from the change in method of valuation of inventory was recognized. What did I tell you? Recognize means it is actually taken in second quarter. But which includes 2 lakhs related to earlier quarters. Means what should have been done? It includes, okay, again it's a loss, right? Yes, again it's a loss. Since, what should have been done? Since 2 lakhs relate to earlier quarters, 2 lakhs should have been deducted in quarter 1 out of 3 lakhs. Okay, 3 lakhs of loss. And 1 lakh only should have been deducted in quarter 2. Total loss of 3 lakhs has been recognized in quarter 2. But 2 lakh relates to previous quarter. Means 2 lakhs should have been taken in quarter 2 and 1 lakh only should have been taken in quarter 3. But what is actually done? Entire 3 lakhs. What do they say? Cumulative loss of 3 lakhs is recognized in second quarter. Entire 3 lakhs of loss has been taken in quarter 3. So how will we do the rectification? In quarter 2, 2 lakhs should have, quarter 1, 2 lakhs should have been taken. Nothing is taken. So from quarter 1 profits, we will minus 2 lakhs. In quarter 2, 1 lakh should have been deducted. 3 lakhs is deducted. So in quarter 2, we will add back 2 lakh rupees. Now fourth adjustment. Gain. Now it is a gain. Gain of 15 lakhs from sale of inventory sold in first quarter. Sold in first quarter means we should take entirely in first quarter only. Okay, gain of 15 lakhs in first quarter. So we should take it in first quarter only. Gain of 15 lakhs from sale of inventories sold in first quarter. So entire should be taken in first quarter. Was apportioned equally over the full year. Equally over the full year means what is actually done? 15 lakhs divided by 4. Okay, it is taken equally in full year means what is actually done? 15 lakhs divided by 4. 3,75,000 we have taken in each of the quarter. Equally means 3,75,000 we have taken in quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3 and quarter 4 respectively. This is actually done. So how will we do the rectification? 15 lakhs should have been taken, but only 3,75,000 of gain is included. So further we will add 11,25,000 in quarter 1. And in all other quarters, No gain should have been taken, but still we have taken 3,75,000. So in all other quarters, we will minus 3,75,000. Now, in this question, we are asked final effect for which quarter? We are asked final effect for quarter 2. Okay. So in quarter 2, what are we supposed to do? All of you see that. In quarter 2, what are we supposed to do? You have to see that. So you will explain it now in that solution. That 60,000 of expense should have been taken in quarter 2. Which expense? Property tax. 60,000 has been taken in quarter 2, so no effect. Okay, this theoretically you will explain. 2 lakhs of loss should have been taken in quarter 2, but only 1 lakh has been taken in quarter 2. So further 1 lakh will be deducted in quarter 2. Okay, theoretically you will explain. Then fourth adjustment you will say, third adjustment you will say about loss. Okay, you will say loss of 1 lakh should have been taken in quarter 2, but 3 lakhs has been taken in quarter 2, so 2 lakhs will be added in the profits of quarter 2. And fourth adjustment you will say depreciation of rupees, third is depreciation of 1 lakh, sorry. Fourth is cumulative loss. Fifth, you will say sale of inventories, no amount should have been taken in quarter 2, but 3,75,000 has been taken in quarter 2. So 3,75,000 will be deducted from profits of quarter 2. So what will be the correct profits of quarter 2? Correct profits of quarter 2 will be equal to, okay, quarter 2 is asked. 8 lakhs is already given. Okay, so in 8 lakhs, first adjustment no effect, further will minus 1 lakh. Then we'll add 2 lakhs. And further we will minus 3,75,000. So 8 lakhs minus 1 lakh, 7 lakh. 7 lakh plus 2 lakh, 9 lakh. 9 lakh minus 3,25,000. 5 lakh, 3,75,000. 5,25,000 will be the correct profits of quarter. So in university paper sets, we have similar questions, many in number. All of you practice them and message me if you are not clear with any of the adjustments. So discrete approach is completely over. Only for income tax we follow integral approach, that is weighted average annual effective tax rate. That topic I will cover in the next lecture. That will be all for this lecture. Bye everyone. Take care. See you in the next lecture.